Welcome to the Green Building Show, where we investigate green design and building trends throughout Australia.
In this series of the Green Building Show, we've been looking at the renovator's delight. In our final episode, we'll be looking at what sells and what adds value to your home, and how to avoid overspending on your property. To get started, how do you make sure you're making a sound property investment?
I think you need to buy into the process. So you need to see a lot of houses, and you need to make sure that you're ideally buying something that's either got a view, it's got a good location, it's got some attribute that's very special and that other people will like, not just you.
You'd have to assume that people know the area they're buying in. That's the first thing. If you're buying somewhere you don't know, then you're taking a huge risk.
The best unrenovated properties will be in a good location with potential for capital growth. Homes with original features are always high in demand. Look for scarcity elements like high ceilings, fireplaces and floorboards. The most sought after homes have 3 to 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. So how do you avoid overspending on a renovator's delight?
I would say buy well, live in your house for at least 2 seasons, and then make your mind up about major renovations, and don't overcapitalise by doing silly follies and little things that won't make a great difference.
You've got to be careful with actually what you're prepared to purchase the property for before you go and spend those sort of money.
I'd say it's pre-purchase advice. If you go and see a house and you think, oh, this is great, I'll be able to do this and this, and then later on after you've bought it you find out you can't do the things you wanted to do, that can be a real problem.
Keep the renovation simple, as your tastes may not appeal to potential buyers when you resell. And know your target market. Research the types of buyers that may purchase your property when you sell. Knowing this will help you spend your money in the right areas. Make sure you set contingency money aside so you don't overextend. Where should you spend that cash?
For all those unexpected items. It's when you open a wall up and there's something you weren't expected, such as termite damage, there might be some illegal wiring, there can be a range of unexpected costs.
So what adds value to a renovator's delight?
The houses that have been done up, which have got their period features still intact, they really do retain their value.
Easy things to do are to add an attic to go underneath and use dead space within the building, or to open up and improve bad original planning, and these can be fairly straightforward to start with.
I think kitchens and bathrooms are probably 2 of the most important things that people look for when they're purchasing. So, you know, I think that's where I would be putting more of the money into a renovation.
Making sure your street appeal and your landscaping are at their best can really help boost the appeal of your property.
I think it's got to do with what you purchase to start off with and how you add value. And if you add value carefully, and that's taking advantage of sunshine, of breezes, of beautiful views, and if you focused your house to those key features and you optimise, especially an ugly duckling, you can get a 1.5 to 2 times multiplier return on value.
I think presentation means a lot in any property, whether it's unrenovated or renovated. So just doing a bit of landscaping, just a bit of recladding, just a carpet and just a general paint job, even just little things like changing the door handles on in the kitchen, just to modernise them a little bit, has made a massive difference. So in terms of value, you know, I think you can look at somewhere between 10 and 20% return.